Welcome to the Outstanding Individuals. My name is Cody Lewis.
My name is Kellan.
And we are back Thursday morning, early.
8:18.
For those keeping track.
We've been doing early. Cody has work.
Yeah, I
later
work in
today.
a coffee shop sometimes. What's up with that?
What do you guys think of that?
Who's horny?
Do you, is today usually a chill day? You usually work Thursdays, right?
No, I usually work Monday, Tuesday. But that place is closing down anyway.
Are you guys, your coffee shop's closing?
Yeah. Sadly.
For good?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's just fucking, the rent's so expensive because it's New York.
How much is the rent, did he tell you?
To be honest, I don't remember. But the thing is, there's the main area and then there's a basement.
Yeah.
And the basement's huge, so you're basically paying for two spaces. And so if you don't have anyone in the basement and you're barely making his coffee shop, so you can't make that much money. So
did your boss kind of say, like, look, I'm just, like, not making any money?
Yeah. And then they tried to do food, and then it wasn't working out. And we had someone down there renting the space, and then they bailed. Like, they had some deal, and then they just, like, one day were like, we can't be here anymore.
Were they just using it as storage?
No, they were, like, making juice down there and shit. Yo, but this place, I don't want to say the name. Apparently, they got in trouble for, like, making juice, like, fresh juice, and someone was, like, using the bathroom. Not at this place, but the space before. They, like, walked in, and they had, like, set up a fucking juicer in the bathroom.
You're saying the people who rented your basement were kind of doing this?
Yeah, not at this one. But
not at your location, but at a previous?
Story they told us before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so gross.
I used to work, I don't know if I told you this, I used to work at a bagel shop in Long Island. And when I first started, it was owned by an Italian guy. And things were kind of loosey-goosey under the Italian guy.
As they would be.
Yep. And he...
Take care of the bagels.
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly. And he would... he just, like, wasn't as hands-on. And when the guy in the back... This guy's Anastasio. He would make the vegetable cream cheese. When you make vegetable cream cheese, you like chop up the carrots, like beets, like celery, whatever. But then you have to drain the water from those vegetables. Otherwise, if you put it in the cream cheese, it's going to be like kind of liquidy. So what a lot of people do is they'll put it in like a cheesecloth or something, and then you can like kind of drain it that way. So he would put it in an apron. He would get like a fresh apron, a clean apron. He'd put all the vegetables in an apron, and then he would like kind of like fold the apron over, like twist it. And if you kind of twist the apron tight, it would drain it.
Yeah.
But you can only do that so much with your hands. He used to put it in, you know, the thing with the mop bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it in and then you squeeze the water out of the...
Yeah.
He would do that.
A used mop bucket.
A used mop bucket.
Into the mop bucket, or did he put
into the thing that you wring out the mop bucket? You know when you like dip the mop into the wet bucket, you take it out, you put it in the thing, you squeeze out.
Yeah.
He used to just take the vegetables and put it in the squeeze thing and go.
Oh. So I guess...
It's so gross, though. But it was like a used one.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I remember one time I saw him do it, I'm like, yo, what is he doing? And they were like, yeah, that's what he does. And I'm like, but we don't have to let that happen.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know...
So I guess the vegetables never touch anything except the apron, but it's still disgusting, right?
I mean, the apron has holes in it.
Right. And that's so gross. I've not fucking from working in restaurants. I think every place is dirty, and the people who work in restaurants are dirty. So like no place is clean.
Yeah.
At all.
Do you have a story specifically where like, oh, I used to work at this place and they did this?
One dude got in trouble for like pulling girls' hair. And so they called me in, and they're like, is this guy sexually harassing?
Were you just like an employee at the time?
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
And what'd you say?
Well, actually, I was joking because you asked about something else, and I went to sexual harassment. Anyway, this guy was like the biggest dick ever to me. And he worked I told the story about a dishwasher. Anyway, sorry. This guy, biggest dick ever, and he's like the kitchen manager. And then one day, like HR came and they're like, so can you tell me, did an incident happen with him? And I was like, yeah, this guy's a fucking asshole. He's an asshole. Blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, no, we were referring to this moment. Something else.
Like, did he, fondle this woman's breast?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I don't know about that, but he's fucking mean to me, and he cut my hours, that son of a bitch.
Right. Then that's exactly what happened. Then he ended up getting fired. And get this guy, this was back in the 08s or like around that time when it wasn't as cool to be gay.
Okay.
And no, I'm joking.
Well, kind of true. I mean, it's gotten cooler since 08.
For sure. But I mean, anyway, they caught him in a bathroom in the park. I feel like they did.
Wait, there's bathroom in the park? Oh, okay, with
like
a man?
having sex with a man. Which I feel like now...
Look, that sexual harassment stuff with the woman and you being a dick to Cody, we could have let that slide. But gay stuff in the park? Are you serious? We can't have you managing the Cheesecake Factory?
This was... I think
my shoulders did the thing again. Every fucking podcast, my shoulder just like spazzes out. Maybe I'm not hydrated enough.
Maybe I should rub you.
We gotta do a massage. We gotta have Thai women in here, or regular women.
But Thai women tend to be better at massaging.
I've gotten one woman massage my whole life, and it was from a
man.
No, it was a Thai woman, and it was like it was pretty good.
Every time I go get a massage, they're always like, "You want a man or you want a woman?" And I'm like. It's like an awkward
Are you
thing.
jerking me off or not? That you counter with your question. Well, will you be jerking me off?
And then I'm like,
yes? Okay.
Let me see their hands. Who has bigger
Let me see those hands. Oh, that woman's hands are too callous. You ever get too callous? Do you get massages?
I go occasionally with my buddy. We get
Do you have a spot in the city? Like a cheap spot? Like how much is a massage in the city?
Like $45.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. And it's good.
For an hour?
Yeah. And what happens is you go and you're like, I just want half an hour, and then it's like, okay, 35, and then you're getting it, and they're like, you want more? And you're like, and I just threw myself
with the
off.
accent?
Yeah, it's like she's German in the story.
Oh, she's German. Yeah, okay. That's
and then you end up doing an hour.
German.
It's great. It feels great. But I always go with my buddy, so we're always like two dudes, and they've put us in the couple room, which is hilarious.
That is funny.
And then you just kind of get a massage.
Have you ever gotten... I remember hearing some comics joke, and I thought this was funny, where he was like, I'm married. I wish there was like an option on the massage, like, don't touch my penis, but can you get close? I think that's kind of funny.
That is funny.
Like, I'm married, so like, don't touch my penis, but get close, because that's going to get me horny.
Maybe I've told you this. My friend... There was a place back in my hometown, and he went to get... It was a massage place, kind of seedy, and he went and ended up getting a hand job from the old MILF massaging.
Yeah.
But he got a massage first, got the hand job, and he's like, that was great. And then one day he went in there, he's like, I don't want a hand job, he's like, can I just get a massage? They're like, no, it's too busy, we're not doing massages right now. Like, literally, they were only doing hand jobs that day.
Oh, my gosh.
And so he's like, I don't know if he did it. I've had a few friends who've gotten the hand jobs. There's a place next to one of the comedy clubs in New York, and they apparently give hand jobs next door.
What?
Yeah.
Which one? Which one specifically?
I can't say. People are listening. It rhymes with smidgely smare.
The Grizzly Pear?
Hey!
Which location?
The
Midtown?
Greenwich.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That's insane.
Would you do it?
No, of course not.
Come on.
No. I don't even if I was single, I don't even think I would. It seems so
What if she's like kind of hot? She has fake tits.
There's no way they're enjoying it.
Yeah, of course not. But they're not enjoying the massage at all.
Maybe they're enjoying the massage.
No, they do it all day long. They're not enjoying it.
So you might as well. Well, you're already not enjoying this. Might as well.
I mean, I'm not forcing them. You're making it sound like they're forced. They're being paid. They don't have to do it.
I would also, let's say I was, first of all, I wouldn't do it, but let's say I was like really like, oh, I need to do this. I would be too paranoid. Like, there's a camera in here. I'm getting live streamed right now.
Right.
They're making money on me, and then they're live streaming me, and they're having some, guys tip, like on like, one of those like live cam.
Right. But for about 3 seconds, all your worries will go away.
Yeah, and then the post nut is probably nuts.
The tsunami of
oh my god,
sadness.
What have I done? I need to scan this room.
Yeah, that's true. I've never done it. Shout out that I will one day. I'm getting to that point.
I've never done it. I feel like I want massages regularly.
Because you got to know they're probably good at it too.
The hand job?
Yeah.
we gotta move off the topic. I gotta take off my sweatshirt because it is so. I'm like sweating right now just with this coffee.
Are you sure it's not the hand job conversation? Back in the other room.
Oh gosh, that feels better.
Oh, that's good.
Joke that didn't work. Classic.
The viewers love this one.
The viewers love this.
I don't know if anyone loves this. Let us know if you hate this one or like it.
Okay. So this one I did yesterday, and I'm like, it doesn't really work. But the other day I clogged my toilet, okay? And then it took so long to unclog that it counted as my workout for the day, you know? Like my roommate came home and he was like, holy shit, were you doing like that, you know, were you doing like a home workout or something? Like, why are you sweating so much? I'm like, yeah, I was actually doing the P90X, you know, Navy SEALs. Like that, you know, that workout with like Navy SEALs? I was doing one of those. You know, it doesn't work. But it's true. One time I did, it was at work actually, I clogged the toilet, and then unclogging it was like a 10-minute ordeal. And I was like, I'm tired.
Right.
Like, what the fuck happened?
I think last night when you said that joke, I think it had to be more clear that when your roommate sees you, you're sweating.
My roommate came home to be
you should have like a protein shake going or something. And then he's like, oh, well, workout. And you're like, ah.
That might be funny. I finished the unclogging, and I was like, I got to get a protein shake.
Yeah. I always add a protein shake into the joke.
It was hard to tell on the mic, but I have tried that concept on a show, and I feel like I should have at least get a pop right away where I'm like, it count, like when I say like it took so long to unclog that it counted as my workout. I was like waiting for the audience to laugh, and they just didn't, and I was like, okay, well,
right. But that's crazy when that happens.
It is really crazy when you're just like, you pause and you're like, and then they don't laugh.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh no.
The best.
What do I do? Also, if it's especially crazy if it's you pause for a laugh, and 90% of the time, 99% of the time, you do get a laugh there, and then like occasionally you don't. And you're like, wait, what's just happened?
Right. Anytime that happens, where it's like, if it's literally silence, I'm always like, okay, well, you guys misunderstood, or I didn't convey something.
Yeah. I'll think about that. I'm like, did I skip?
Yeah.
A word or something?
Especially a joke works like almost every time. There's like a difference between like not funny silence and then like, oh, we didn't realize that was a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what's always funny is because there's the industry room, which is the like bringer show. I'm sure we talked about this, but comics bring friends to get on the show, so it's always like a very hot show because everyone's like excited to see their friends.
It's also a very new show. A lot of comics and bringer shows are like people who haven't been doing.
Yeah.
There's probably some mix of people who have been doing stand-up for a while, but most of the people are like under a year, I feel like.
Oh, dude, I hosted it last Saturday, and there's 2 people. It's like their first time.
It blows my mind when they're like, oh, it's my first time
and this is a room.
Or my second time doing stand-up. And I'm like, dude, what? You invited 10 people from work?
Yeah. In the room, there's 200 people in the room.
You're going to bomb.
Yeah.
You're going to bomb, and then you're going to go back to work, and everyone's going to be like, giving you these like, oh, yeah, that was pretty good stuff.
Yeah. It's horrible. One guy, he bombed so hard, and then he came up after. He's like, hey, man, can you be honest? Was that bad? And I'm like, wasn't that? I was like, yeah, it was rough, but there was literally nothing to say because it's a full room and he's getting silence, and it stayed silent the whole time.
Oh my god!
Because some people, they're bombing, and then they might get a laugh here and there. But this guy it was so bad. I'm like, dude, go to open mics.
Was it the room, or was it just like, dude, that was some of the worst material?
No, it was a combo. Like, it was already a tough room, and then the guy was just like had no idea what he's doing. But anyway, I was gonna say with that. So people do that show their first time, they might do relatively well.
Yeah.
And then the booker gives them spots on other shows. And they come and do those, and then they get a real audience, and they just fucking their first joke where they like say their joke and they get silence for the first time.
Because they're used to having their 30 coworkers be like, "Wow, yes!"
And watching their faces, it's just so funny. It sounds mean, but we've all been there, so it's just funny. But watching them like not realize how to handle a bomb is the greatest.
I love when I'll see someone get up and I don't know how long they've been doing stand up, and then they kind of hit you with, or they hit the audience with, "What's going on, New York, baby?" And I'm like, oh, this is this guy's third time doing stand up.
New York City,
we're here, baby. And I'm like, oh no. And I know he practiced that in his room so many times. And then the audience is like, yeah, okay.
Dude, it's so hard. I also I fucking forgot what I was gonna say.
No, it's rough, man. It's like, and I probably did the same thing. like when I was first starting.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I ever did let's give it up for the ladies, like that guy, and you're like, dude, what are you doing?
Well, some people come up doing like the Def Jam comic thing, and you're like,
what is that again?
That's just like New York, where we at? Like they, Def Jam is like loud and boisterous, that
people
word,
like,
and
what
fun.
The hell?
And people try that, and you're like, you don't do that. Some people might, but yeah, comedy's so hard.
It's also like funny when they'll do that and then that's not their energy.
Yeah,
so they go up and they're like, "Come on, baby, what's up, New York? Give me your energy." Yeah. So anyway, my girlfriend. Like if you had that insane energy the whole time, it's like, okay, this is just you.
Right.
But it's just like.
Also, that show, the booker comes in before the show. There's like 20 comics he's talking to. He's like, "Don't."
He comes like to the everyone's like in the green room.
Yeah, and he's like, because I hosted last week, and he's like, "Don't run the light. You will be disqualified. You won't get any spots. Just don't run the light." Says it literally spends a full minute telling him not to run the light. Literally, there's 20 comics. Like 5 or 6 of them ran the light.
Like how bad?
No, like so. I turn on the light. They got a minute, and then once they hit 5 minutes, I'm supposed to start flashing.
Yeah.
And then at like 5:20, I start walking towards the stage, and then like 5:40, I'm supposed to get on stage.
Yeah.
And like full on, like just kick them out. And none of them I had to get to the point where I walked on stage. I still haven't done that yet, even though the booker was like, "Dude, you gotta fucking go. You need to get them off earlier." But I was like standing by the, like flashing my phone, like fucking telling them like, "Come on, get the fucking."
Have you ever seen someone get kicked off stage?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Really? Have you seen like Troy do it?
Yeah, I've seen Troy do it. And then Laz, but they'll just start saying that like, "Hey, Jeff," or whatever his name is. Jeff, time to get off. And then Jeff's like, and that the worst part is sometimes they see you and they're like, and then they still finish their joke. They give you like I see you.
Yeah.
But you're like on stage. You're like, didn't you fucking hear that you're supposed to get off? It's so annoying.
Do they ever just get on stage like the host and they're like, "All right, that's it. All right, okay, give it up for him."
Yeah. That's how, like, once if you're
God.
not hearing the name, eventually just has to come on, which is so awkward for fucking everyone.
I remember one time he told me the host, after a guy sat on the industry room, I won't say who, but he said to the audience, the guy did so bad, and he was like, "That was what he just did to you was domestic abuse."
Wait, the host said that?
Yeah, the host said that to the audience. And then apparently the audience was like dying laughing. He's like, "I apologize for that." Dude, does the host ever roast the industry?
Yo, you're not supposed to. But I would watch Troy do it. Troy Bond used to host every industry.
Shout
out Troy. And I'd see him do it like once in a while, but generally, the only time I feel
it was because it was going so bad. He's like, "I gotta."
Yeah, the only time I feel comfortable doing it if someone gets up there and they're really misogynistic or like homophobic or something where it's like, you're just kind of being a dickhead.
Yeah.
So that's when I'm like, oh, that guy needs to fucking go to jail or whatever it may be.
We gotta get that guy in jail.
I sometimes when someone's like really has a horny set, I'm like, that guy needs to get laid, and then it's like, oh, or something like that.
Yeah, it's not even like I'm making fun of them for saying like a joke that had seemed racist, because like, that happens. Like I bet their intent wasn't to be racist, but I'm like, I have to address that.
Yeah,
it's like I have to just talk about that for a second, otherwise it's just weird.
I do that, and I still do that where I like don't think something's racist, and as it's coming out of my mouth on stage, I'm like, oh no, is not a good look. I'm making eye contact with an Asian woman. I'm like, this is
not. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Hand jobs.
You can't just quit. Well, all right, what was your joke?
You hate hand jobs so much. I actually had the perfect week, so
no bad jokes.
What did I know? Something bombs. Something always bombs.
You don't have one?
Not that I can think of. Maybe it'll come to me.
Let me think of your mic. Yeah, we went to a mic yesterday.
Yeah. The perfect set.
It was good.
No, it wasn't bad. Definitely stuff bombed. The Catch a Predator stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Both you and Billy Hockman, shout out, aren't into that joke, but then it does okay. So I'm trying to figure out. It's too much. It's a lot of setup.
All right. So we won't. So you have no joke that bombed this week? If you think of one, we'll come back to it.
Okay.
All right, let's do our next segment. What is it? Okay, life hack. Do you have a life hack?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do. You're going to love it.
All right, you go first then.
My life hack got posted, by the way, which was pretty cool.
That was last week.
Yeah, I was proud of myself. So this is all dating oriented.
All right.
I'm trying to force myself to date. This is so dumb. When you have a date on Friday night.
Okay.
And you don't have anyone to be like, you can't text your boys and be like, how's this outfit? Because they're going to be like, that's gay as hell to ask us.
That is gay.
So you wear different outfits throughout the week, and you wait for someone to compliment you.
And then you wear that
like,
outfit on the
that's
date.
outfit. Good life hack or not?
So you have no grasp on what's a good outfit or not?
No, I think I do. But like last night, I was like, but sometimes as a guy who doesn't, I dress fine, whatever. Sometimes I'm wearing a certain outfit. People are like,
what the fuck
"Oh, that
is
looks cool."
Oh, okay.
And you're like, "Oh, I had no idea that this was perceived as."
You thought it was good, but not.
Well, I just thought it was the same as I always am. And then they're like, "Oh, that looks good." So then, yesterday, I was like, not what I was wearing, but anyway, that's a good life hack.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll never use it, and I have friends. I'll just text them, be like, "What do you think?"
I would if you said, "What do you think of this outfit?" I wouldn't be like. I would be like, "Oh, all right, it's good, it's bad, it's gay."
Yeah, but do I trust you? That is the question.
I don't have the most, I'm not the most fashionable guy.
I've never seen you not in basketball shorts until this moment.
I got my Tommy Bahamas on.
Yeah, all your pants have thin fabric.
My one thing, I feel like for me, I was like a jeans and t-shirt guy, and then the one thing I would do that was cool was like a cool sneaker. But then once I got a girlfriend, I was like, I'm going for it. I need to go for mobility. I need to go for support. So now I go Hokas.
Yeah.
But Hokas are kind of in now.
It is the shoe thing's crazy where you see like people dress cool and then they have like big grandpa running shoes on.
Yeah,
like, what the hell?
That's Brooklyn. It's like a literal like cross trainer. Like New Balance, like white. The all white New Balance.
Yeah. How did those become cool?
Yeah, they're cool now.
Insane.
It's pretty crazy.
For a while I was wearing those barefoot shoes.
The ones that separate your toes?
No, but like the Bikram?
Bikram Yoga?
No, it's Bikram Yoga. It's
Bikram Yoga?
I can't remember the name of them.
Is Bikram Yoga the one where the guy fucked fucking all the women?
Yeah.
Every yoga, I feel like there's the guy who invented it was doing it just to fuck women.
Yeah.
And now like people are like, "Oh, you got to join this dojo." And I'm like,
oh, wait, you mean well, dude, I went to Williamsburg. I was doing yoga there for a while. There's like 3 men in the class. 2 are gay. Jolis has a joke about this. And then literally the rest are like large-breasted women doing yoga. It's hot. It's hot yoga, sweaty. And I'm just like
horny.
It's crazy. You leave that class hard as a rock.
Do you ever see anyone in the yoga where you're like, this person's going to pass? Like, this person shouldn't be here.
Like they're going to pass out?
Yeah. I feel like yoga is one of those things where, especially hot yoga, where you don't, like at the gym, you'll see people of like, oh, this person just started. This person's been doing it for a long time. Where like, I feel like hot yoga, it's like, you never see someone when you're like, oh, this person shouldn't be here.
Yeah. One day I went hungover.
And you almost passed out.
Yeah. I literally had to leave mid-class to throw up in the bathroom.
And did you come back?
And then I came back, but we're all like laying on the mat, and I the class is completely full. It's like a Sunday morning, and I'm walking through, and the instructor's like, "Oh, you okay, honey?" And I was like,
so embarrassing.
And everyone like looked up, and I'm just like,
I'm good.
But it was horrible because usually you like sweat out the hangover. This was like so bad that just felt way worse after.
I don't know if I ever. Have you ever like had a fever and then you go for a run and the fever's gone? I read something today that was like, don't do that.
If I have a real fever, I'm not doing anything.
All right, so your life hack was fucking horrible. Wear cool outfits on a date. All right.
Okay. So this is our 8th episode. I'm 1 for 8. That's pretty good.
I would say you're 1 for 8. I actually shouldn't have insulted you because I don't know if my life hacks are great this week. I have 2. And I think you'll make fun of them. They're not, the problem is I set the bar high. I had some real good life hacks.
You opened up the first few episodes with some good. Yeah.
All right. So my first one is Beets. Beets, the food, the red food.
Is that what a beet is?
Is it what is it, a root?
It's a food. It's a vegetable.
I've been big into beets lately, and they are cheap. I bought I want to say 7 beets the other day. Big beets, $3.
Yeah.
Peel them, chop them up, throw them in a pan. I still have them. I made them 4 days ago. $3. I'm putting them on. It's good for you. Fiber.
Yeah. So what's your hack? Buy beets.
Fucking buy beets, bro. It's a slept-on vegetable. I think everyone's thinking like broccoli, asparagus, green beans. No, fucking green beans are a bitch to make because you got to cut off the ends for everyone.
I don't know any.
It takes way too long, and then it's done. And you eat it in 3 seconds. Beets, unbelievable.
The problem with beets,
you poop red, and then you think you're dying.
Yeah. So
just remember you made beets. That's my first one. I had 2 because I thought they were just okay. Okay.
Hey, you gotta. Sometimes you do this thing where you're shy about your life hack, so you try and power through so I don't make fun of it.
Well, I have 2. Before you make fun of me, I have 2.
Right.
The second one is when you make a to-do list. When you make a to-do list in the morning, put a couple of easy things on the to-do list to get yourself started. Sometimes I'll even make a to-do list and then I look down, it's a bit daunting, and I go, let me put some things on that I already have done. Cross those out.
Just to feel productive.
Make breakfast, go for a walk, and then I just cross them out immediately and I go, hell yeah.
See, but
I'm 2 out of 5 right now.
But for me, the to-do list, I never put things on that I know I'm gonna do.
Well, you should, because it helps. There's a feeling of you're like, okay, I'm getting stuff done.
Right.
Like go for a walk. I give myself, so if I'm doing a to-do list, I'll be like, taxes, figure out, credit card stuff, go for a walk, dinner, meal prep.
Those are.
So then go for walks. Boom. I'm walking to the grocery store. I get the food. I come back, go for a walk, make dinner. Boom. I'm 2 out of 4. Okay, I need a little break.
Yeah, your to-do list is the same as my grandmother's, by the way.
I love a good to-do list. Also, leave your to-do list out for your partner to see. Then they know you're getting stuff done.
Right.
You're dating someone, you leave your to-do list out, they go, oh, he's getting things done.
And you write bang her at the end.
Also, that's not a bad idea. Also, a funny thing you can do, you see your partner's to-do list right on there. Like let's say I saw my girlfriend's to-do list, you could write blowjob, give Kellan a blowjob. Or if you're a woman, you could say, give so-and-so cunnilingus.
Right. And if you're they, them.
If you're they, them.
Genital touching.
And if you have no genitals.
Barbie licks.
Barbie licks or ass play. Everyone's got an ass.
Barbie licks deserve more.
You know what I was thinking about with ass play?
Barbie licks. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't really. Because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
All right. I understood. I backed you up. I said
that was my bomb this week.
Barbie licks.
That's the most genius thing I've ever said.
You know what I was thinking though about ass play?
What?
If you make your girlfriend, you're a man, and you make your girlfriend or you ask your girlfriend to eat your ass, it is misogynistic.
Yes. Don't
you agree with that? Have you ever met a guy who's like, oh yeah, I've had it done, and you're like, dude, what? Do you hate women?
Right.
You had a woman eat your asshole? Are you out of your mind?
It is the grossest thing I think conceivably possible.
Are you actually out of your mind?
But some girls are into freaky shit.
I think they've been hypnotized.
So you're saying don't ask for ass eating?
Don't even let them do it. They're gonna.
What if it's clean hair, clean shaven?
Yeah. Oh, I don't think. I just think it's fucking horrifying.
My our good friend.
Shout out. Say his name.
I can't. He nares his asshole.
You have to tell me now.
And he said,
"You have to tell me." Good friend.
Good friend.
Thelonious?
No, gay friend. I can't say.
Oh, I know who.
Adrian,
shout out.
What up, Adrian?
That was quick. That was quick. You turned quick. If you were ever in custody and they're like, we need you to confess, you'd be like, no. And they're like, you have to. And you're like, okay, I'll do it.
No, but he was saying, you know what Nair is, right?
Of course. I only know what Nair is because my cousin once, he grew up in Long Island, and the day before Halloween was like a big day of like teepees and stuff, and people would fill water balloons with Nair and throw it at you.
That's the most fucked up thing I've ever heard.
I know, because I remember it was either him or his friend got hit in the leg, and they were like, "Oh shit, I got hit by the water balloon," and then half hour later they were like, "Holy shit!"
That's hilarious.
Like it's
so fucked
all the
up.
hair on my leg.
Yeah,
but I was like, "How did you not know?" Because it burns. Nair isn't like just like it doesn't feel like water, from what I think. It totally burns.
There's got to be There's got to be the gnarliest chemicals in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in high school, some of our friends, we bought it we're like on a surf trip, and they just bought it and then like did it on their legs just to see, and it's crazy how quick is it?
I
don't even remember, but a couple minutes, and you just swipe it. Like what? Anyway, he was saying he nares his asshole, and you're not supposed to do that, but he does it.
That is crazy.
Like
You know what's crazy? Because you'll sometimes read things where you're like, oh, certain deodorants aren't good because of the chemicals.
Right.
How is Nair good?
Nair's not good.
It can't be good.
There's got to be pushback on Nair. Also, do you know what a friend of mine, this isn't me, this was my friend.
Shout out, friend. Who? Say the name.
Adrian. No, I'm joking. No, I put shampoo in their fingers, gets the hairs in your butt.
Wait, start over?
You shampoo your asshole hairs.
Okay.
Do you do that?
Hell yeah.
Do you actually?
I don't shampoo.
What do you put down there? Anything?
I take the whole bar of soap. I just fucking swipe my asshole.
Do you actually?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Does your girlfriend know that?
Yeah, I tell her all the time I clean my I clean my ass.
Yeah, but
who doesn't clean their ass?
Agree, but you're putting a bar of soap that you guys share, right?
She doesn't use the bar soap's mine. She's body wash.
Love body wash. Shout out body wash.
Shut up, body wash.
Okay. Anyway, I was like, sometimes every time I shampoo my asshole hairs.
Yeah.
Because I have some in my hand, scoop it down.
I'm not opposed to talking about this. I want to hear what you're gonna say, but this episode is just hand jobs, fucking shampoo and eating ass.
I think we
should try one episode PG
clean.
Can't.
We literally can't.
Whatever. But all right, so you're shampooing your asshole.
Oh, and I told some people that, and they're like, "You're not supposed to put shampoo by your."
Well,
asshole.
shampoo.
Yeah.
Body wash, yes. Shampoo, no.
What's the difference?
Shampoo. I don't think shampoo is. I think it might do something to the asshole.
But I'm not putting it in. I'm just getting the shampoo.
Yeah, I know you're not. I know you're not taking the bottle of shampoo, putting it up to your ass, and squeezing it.
Oh.
What? I'm not supposed to stick the bottle of shampoo in my ass? What the hell?
Yeah, that's
no.
good.
Do body wash on the ass.
I think they gotta have like the similar makeup as far as chemicals go. They gotta. What do I know?
Well, they say you shouldn't shampoo your hair every day. Do you shampoo? I shampoo every day.
Oh, I don't. I went 2 months without shampooing at all.
What was it like? I'm pretty oily though.
That's the thing is I thought it would go away, and I mean you can like scrub and it just gets oily quicker.
Yeah, I'm oily. Where like I would. In high school, I'd have to like wash my face. I would take a shower in the morning, and then like I got home from school, and I would wash my face because I'm just like an oily guy.
Yeah.
I'm not as oily now as compared to high school. Like I just do morning and night.
Yeah, right.
But I'll shampoo it every night. Shampoo and condition.
Every night.
Every night.
Mm.
It just gets too oily.
Yeah,
I'm Italian.
Is that a thing?
Italians are oily. It's like the super sod, the pepperoni, the salami.
Also, the other day we were doing a show.
Shout out.
There was 65 Irish teenagers.
65 Irish teenagers, and at one point, I'm honestly they left me on stage a little bit.
You did like 15 minutes.
I did 16 minutes.
60 minutes.
And before I went on, they were like, "You're doing 7 minutes." So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm like anticipating it, but I'm like on stage for a while. So I like start going into a little bit of crowd work because I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to say next.
Oh, and these kids were the worst crowd. They were polite.
They were very polite.
They're listening.
Yeah.
Like nice kids, but then they just didn't think anything was funny.
But at one point I'm like, hey, I'm fucking Irish. My last name's Breen. And they're like, you're not Irish. And I'm like, what? They're like, no, every fucking American thinks they're Irish. You're not Irish. And I was like, what do you mean? Is Breen Irish? And some of them are like, Breen is Irish. And some of them are like, no, it's not. You fucking idiot. He's not Irish. And I was like, it shook my world for a minute.
Right.
This whole time I thought I was Irish. Kellan Breen. I'm pale.
Yeah.
I got a small cock.
You're Irish.
That's Irish.
You love alcohol? You don't.
I don't really drink.
Loser.
All right. So that was my life hack. Beets. Make a to-do list. Pretty good.
I think we need to. Our life hacks, we got to think harder.
You didn't even come up with a bomb joke.
Yeah, because all my jokes are good. You should be proud of me. I'm making progress.
All right, well, maybe our bomb joke was this 7. Oh, no, were you on the 7 o'clock, the Irish?
Yeah.
We did the show. We both did the show for the Irish kids, and it didn't go great.
No. And they were cool, too. And
they were cool. All Irish... The Irish 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds were cooler than any American 16, 17-year-old.
And some were 18.
Yeah.
Because they were so hot. The 18-year-olds. They were, because they're 18 there.
Yeah. We could tell.
I ID'd them, like, before I say this.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah.
Oh, 13? Never mind.
Not hot. Get at it. Okay.
All right, let's do our mystery segment.
I'm worried about this one.
All right. Our mystery segment this week is top 3 excuses. Top 3 excuses you can use to get out of something, or however you interpreted this. I just said, let's do top 3 excuses. Let's see what you came up with.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
Okay. I need to write mine.
Is that true?
No, joking.
All right, mine is, and let me explain first. My first excuse might be an obvious one, but let me explain. Death in the family.
Classic.
Okay? It's a classic, but I'm not saying, because I believe in karma, I believe in juju. I'm not saying, if you said, oh, you want to hang out this Saturday? I wouldn't say to you, no, my grandmother died, even though she didn't. I would never say that. That's bad karma. You can't say that. But let's say tomorrow my great-great-aunt died, who I don't even really care about.
Right.
And I could use that. Use that. You go, hey, you want to fucking do something? You said we were going to hang out this Friday. I go, actually, my great-great-aunt died. I'm not emotionally... you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, she died. I'm a little upset. I'm not really upset, but you know what I'm saying?
But what if it's a good friend? You know what I mean?
No, you can use it for anything. You can use it for anything.
No, but I mean, they know you're not, you don't
No,
care about her,
even my best friends don't know my relationship with my great aunt.
That's true.
If a family member dies and you don't even really care about them, but pretend you care to get out of something.
Right.
And you got like a 3-day buffer. They die on a Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can use that. No, actually, my great aunt died last Friday.
Right.
I got some stuff going on with that. That's all you got to say.
Did you see that? I think it was like a meme where the woman it was like a professor at a college. She's like, oh, I switched it was like going from like in-person classes to online.
Yeah.
So many less students have dead grandparents or something like. She was like joking, but basically she's applying
so many people are saying that.
Yeah, like everyone uses that excuse all the time.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I've ever used it personally. Like someone died.
I remember in college one time something happened. I emailed the teacher. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be in class today for this reason. It was total bullshit. I was just wanting to fucking hang out with my friends. And then like the next day, he's like, or the next class, he's like, hey, everything work out with that thing? But I had forgotten that I told him that, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh.
And he's like, the blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah. No, it's fine. And in my head, I'm like, he totally knows.
He got me.
Fuck.
That's funny.
All right, that was my life.
Okay.
Death in a family, but don't make up a death in a family. Don't say, oh, my fucking mother died.
You worry.
Because that's bad.
Can't put it in the universe.
Bad karma, because then she'll, you know what? That's how the universe works. You say that, she will die. All right, that's my first one.
Okay, that's pretty good. This one is when you lose your erection during sex.
Okay.
Not usually during.
Hypothetically, you're about to have sex with a woman, and you either can't get hard or you lose your erection.
Yeah, and she has big nipples,
okay.
and you're into that.
You're into big nipples. Okay.
And it makes you nervous.
Okay.
And you lose your boner. Because you're so excited to please her.
Yeah. And you're a little nervous.
And you're nervous.
Okay.
And she has big nipples.
Okay.
And there's milk.
Okay.
Like a drip of milk. And she might be pregnant but it's not your baby.
This is an elaborate hypothetical.
Anyway, this never happened to me. But this probably happened to you. Just say you have a stomach ache. I can't do this. This is yours.
This is all right. No, but I said you could use this. This is a life hack that you can use. Anyone can use. You're about to hook up with a woman. You're nervous. So your penis isn't getting this episode. What do we call this episode? X-rated. X-rated, but every other episode's X-rated. Your penis is not getting hard. Just tell her I have a little bit of a stomach ache from dinner. That gives you some time. Now you have an out. Now, if you don't get hard, you're like, oh, it was just fucking why'd I get the fish? Why'd I get the fish at dinner? Why'd I do the shrimp tacos? And then all the pressure's off. Then you get hard.
But don't you think, like, are you, like, still pleasing her with your stomach ache?
You could. You go, I have a little bit of stomach ache. I'm having hard getting going. I'm having a hard time getting going. But let's make this about you.
Yeah. Speaking of seafood.
And then you do that, and then you start to, loosen up.
Yeah, is there anything worse than not getting hard?
There's very few things. Because if she's going to go and tell all her friends.
Yeah.
I feel like you get you can't perform with a woman. You get a one kind of buffer. If it happens twice, she's telling everybody she fucking knows.
Dude.
And she might call the New York Times. And it's embarrassing.
My ex.
Shout out.
Shout out her. I went through like a phase where I wasn't getting hard.
Shout out you.
Shout out my family listening to this. And I could, and so then it got in my head.
Yeah.
And
yeah. It's horrible. It's like a cycle.
Yeah, it's the worst. And then she, at one point, she's like, maybe you're gay. And I was like,
oh.
I was like, you fucking think this is a joke? Like, I reacted so strong that it would like seem like I was for sure gay. Like how mad I was. But I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this already drive me nuts. But then, yeah, she told everyone.
Yeah, she told everyone that Cody's gay. He can't get hard with women.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Horrible.
Anyway.
All right, that was your first excuse.
That was yours.
Kind of mine, but I like that excuse. All right. This is a good one. You're canceling on someone. You go, hey man, I was about to leave. I was about to come to the party, but my toilet is overflowing. You can't leave the apartment if your toilet's overflowing.
Do you think, if I heard that, I'd be like, you're lying. Send a photo.
Very easy to send a photo. You just fill the toilet with a bunch of water up to the brim. And then if it's not clogged, you can just flush it.
Right.
Yeah. You can just go, oh, yeah, sure. You fucking go to your cabinet. You fill up a big pot. You fill up the water. You go, look at this thing. There's water everywhere. Very easy. If anything, like you're like, oh, I don't want to go to this party. I'm going to be there for like 4 hours. I'll see Chuck. I hate Chuck.
Fuck Chuck.
So you go, instead, I'll take 10 minutes, make this photo.
Yeah.
You're good.
You're
good.
So, do you spend a lot of time making excuses?
No. I feel like nowadays, if I just don't want to do something, I'm like, I just don't want to do that.
That's literally
but
was my
maybe
next...
8 years ago,
right.
in my 20s, like, when I was 20 years old, 21 years old, I might, 18, 19, I might be like, oh, I can't because...
Right.
I was more of like a people pleaser.
Yeah, I'm reading a book about being nice, and he's just like, if you don't want to do something, don't do it.
Yeah, so now I just say, like, people are like, yeah, you want to fucking go to dinner? I'm like, nah, I don't really want to.
I was going to say, because I don't even ask you to hang out anymore. Because...
We hang out at Mike's.
Yeah.
We hang out after the mic.
For 1 second.
Well, lately I haven't been hanging out. I've been having insane heartburn. So that kind of
makes me sad.
Throws a wrench in everything. Because I'm like, well, I can only eat fucking... I've been having like chicken and broccoli and beets and, nothing like spicy. Yesterday he had a burger in front of me. It was the greatest burger I ever saw in my life.
Destroyed the 7th Street burger.
So good. Had onions, fucking so special good. Sauce.
And
if you ask them to do no onions, I don't think they do it, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the sign said, I think it's one of those places, and this has kind of gotten more popular in recent years, where they're just like, nope, this is the burger.
Yeah.
We're only making this burger. You can make no alterations.
Which as someone who worked in a restaurant, I think
it's genius.
Yeah, because some people are like, no onion, that's fine. But then you get people like, can I get chopped onion with the side of half a tomato? And you're like, what the fuck?
It's insane.
Are you doing? It's fucking so annoying.
You ever get people at your coffee shop who bring in their own? You get the mug, but you ever have people? If you ever work in food and they bring in their own like ingredient? They're like, can you use this?
No.
I've had it with like bagels. They're like, at every bagel shop I've ever worked at, they come in like with their own bagel, and they're like, can you use my bagel?
What?
And I'm like, I can't, because I know, like, if someone asks me like, hey, I'm allergic to nuts, is there any like nuts in the kitchen? I can confidently say no. But if you give me an ingredient, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like the kitchen's a controlled environment.
Right.
So I have to say no, I can't.
That's insane. My friend used to carry around unsweetened almond milk in her purse.
Well, that's one thing, because then she could just add it herself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, once it goes in the kitchen, I can't.
Did I ever tell you this? So this place I worked, New York Times food critic.
Yeah. Came in.
She would come in. It was a fucking big deal, obviously, because you want the good write-up. And you had to, like, wait hand and foot on her.
Yeah.
She ordered a giant bowl of arugula with dressing.
Yeah.
That's not on the menu. And then she wrote on the review, didn't get anything on the menu, but we're like giving her like literally like bowls of lettuce, and that was what.
Did she say it was good?
Yeah, but I mean, she's not. It's not like.
That's annoying.
Yeah, you're basically like just doing whatever she wants just to get the good review, but she's not actually reviewing the food.
That's insane.
It was insane. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, when people try to like alter the menu a little too much, I'm like, what is going on?
Dude, that's Does
that happen at the coffee shop? They're like, oh, can you do? I mean, how much can you even alter at the coffee shop though?
That not so much, but like some people when we were doing food for a while, they're like, yo, there's like the sandwich menus there, and they're like, could I get the bacon, egg, cheese? And they like do it like you're at Bodega.
Yeah,
and you're like, this is the menu. And if you want a Bodega sandwich, go there because this is going to be fucking twice as much.
Yeah.
But where they just like start trying to make their own random sandwich. And you're like, what the fuck? We're not doing that.
It's very funny. My favorite is when they go, they come up. And I don't want to talk too much shit. This at my old place. This was a very big Long Island thing. The Long Island customers are fucking garbage. I'll go, hey, how's it going? They don't answer. Yeah, let me get
the let me get thing.
They don't even say hi back to me. The Long Island customer.
This is a New York thing where the let me get thing. I'm like, you
can say hi to me.
Yeah, just say hi. That's all I want.
The place I'm at now, everyone's very nice. Oh, hello, how are you? Blah blah. But the Long Island customer, and the best is the Long Island customer is they don't even look at the menu. They go, oh, I know what I want, and then they start ordering things we don't even have.
Right.
I go, I have 4. You said you want this, and this. I have 1 of those.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, oh, what kind of place is this? That's what they say to me. I go, dude, I'm an employee. You think I make the menu?
Yeah. Fucking idiots.
Long Island. I love Long Island. I really do. But sometimes the class of people, there's a certain Long Island person. And I think that they get lumped in with the good people. I think a lot of Long Island's good, and then there's like a 1%, 2% that are just like insane people. Right. And you're like, everyone thinks that Long Island's those.
That's everyone. Every
place.
Every place. Even California, I get that a lot where people are like, oh, you usually don't like Californians. It's like, that's a ginormous state.
Yeah.
And you don't know, like Fuel from L.A., and even then, there's good people in L.A. Like, I hate when people do that shit.
Shout out L.A.
Yeah, fucking L.A. rules, dude.
All right, second excuse.
This is.
I did toilet overflowing. It's good. All right, you go.
This one I use is no one knows because I run the Airbnbs.
Yes.
No one knows what I actually do.
Yeah.
So anytime I want to get out something, I'm just like, I got some Airbnb stuff to do.
So if you're working from home, this could be kind of a working from home situation as well.
Anytime. Yeah, you just fucking say, oh, I got this, and no one knows what I actually do.
Yeah.
Or with Airbnb, you can be like, oh, the fucking air conditioning's not working, so I got to get a guy there, and then done, you're out.
You're out.
These are just excuses to get out of things for us personally. But
the toilet overflowing, anyone can use. If someone's working from home, they could use. They go, I had a late start this morning. I got to do some work at home.
I do this where I'm trying to think of an excuse, and I can't fucking think of anything.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but what's something that would actually happen? You do that, but then nothing ever seems realistic to me.
You're like, I should just tell them the truth?
Yeah. I did that the other night where I just like, I honestly forgot I was supposed to go to this party, and I had someone moving in. It was this whole thing. So I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Do you want to, as a comedian, you can always say you have a spot. Especially like later in the night. That's what I do. Like my old roommate, the one the devil woman.
Shout out.
She was like, come to my birthday. And I was like, I got a spot.
Boom.
Bam.
Then you have to be out of the apartment, right?
Yeah. Which I'll do anyway. But they're like, oh, come to the spot. I guess the point is just be straightforward.
Yeah.
Just say you know.
These are good excuses, but yeah, tell the truth. All right, my next one. I sometimes will do this if a homeless guy is persistent. So if a homeless guy is asking me for money, I'll just go, no, I don't want to. And then he gets persistent.
Yeah.
He goes, no, come on, man, I just need $1. I'll go, I also need $1. I'm also poor.
Yeah.
And then they don't know what to do with it. And this may sound mean. But sometimes the homeless guy just like won't leave you alone, and he's kind of like getting in your face.
Yeah. The worst
like,
now.
Oh, I need $1. Come on, you just can't have $1. I go, dude, I'm also poor. You saw me. I just hopped the turnstile.
Yeah.
I need $1 too.
Don't you? The thing they're doing now, these homeless people.
Shout out homeless.
Is there like, well, you got Venmo?
Oh yeah. Like, if you go, I have no cash. Yeah, rookie move. Homeless guy asks you for money. You say, I don't have any cash. Rookie responds, because then he's gonna hit you with the, well, I have Venmo.
Yeah, and you're like, what? You have Venmo? That means you have a bank account.
Yeah.
That means you're not.
Homeless guys do homeless guys have bank accounts?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We should probably.
But it is. Yeah, it's a rookie mistake. Don't say I have no cash. Just say no. I'm sorry.
One time, my brother was in.
Or say yes. You don't always have to say no. I
never, dude. You ever watch those videos where the guy pretends to be homeless and he's like, whoever gives me money, I'll give him $100 back.
Yeah.
Every time I see a homeless guy, I now look at him and I'm like, is he faking homeless?
All that video did was get less homeless people money. Like now, real homeless people aren't getting money because people are like, that's a fake.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, because they're saying when someone gives them money, they end up giving. They give
Oh,
them
so you
want
to do it just for the hundo?
Yeah, now I'm looking at. I'm like, are you a real homeless guy? Or are you a guy faking it? And there's a camera, and then if I give this to you, I get $100.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, which hasn't happened. But usually their teeth are pretty bad, and you're like, you're real.
The shoes are a dead giveaway.
One time I was on the subway.
You look at the homeless guy. If you're like, oh, is this a real homeless guy? Is it not? Look at the shoes.
And
if the shoes are insane, we'll get. I don't even know. I feel like everything we said this episode's horrible. But if they got bad shoes, like bad feet, swollen feet, the ankles, a lot of homeless people have swollen ankles.
They do have that, right? They're all club foot.
That means then.
One time I was on the subway. Guy walks on with a trash bag. He's dressed nicely.
Okay. Like a suit or just
like normal clothes.
Okay.
Gives him on the trash bag. Door shut. He reaches in the trash bag, pulls out old shoes, an old shirt, switches them out, and then walks onto the next train.
Wow.
And I was like, you motherfucker.
The switcheroo.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes I'm like begging wood. Some guys make such good money doing that shit.
I know. I couldn't take that rejection and I couldn't.
Yeah. Me neither.
All right. That was my homeless guy. I also have why don't you do your third? I have an honorary mention.
Sometimes I go, this is a funny thing. We all do this. So like, oh.
We all do this.
We should go get dinner sometime. And you're like, I'm busy that day. Hilarious.
That's my move.
I do that.
No, you stole that from me.
No, you stole that from me.
0%.
100%. I've been doing that for 17 years.
That's not true.
Are you kidding?
I stole that from my friend Lucas. Shout out Lucas.
I think this is a common thing people do. It's like it's on The Office. That's why I do it.
Is it The Office?
Yeah.
Who says it in The Office?
I can't remember, but it's definitely on The Office.
That's not an excuse. That's a funny.
Yeah, retort. But then it gets a laugh, and then you never go.
Yeah, like your friend. I don't know. So if your friend goes, "Hey, why don't we hang out? We should, you should come over. We should watch a movie," and they don't specify a day.
Right.
It is funny to go. I got a lot going on that day.
Yeah.
And then they go, "What?"
Yeah.
I do it at work a lot. People are like, "Oh, we should fucking do this." I go, "I'm busy that day."
I also say, people are like, "Oh, we should do this tonight," and I'm like, "I have a dentist appointment," and they're like, "It's 10 p.m." That gets a laugh.
Yeah. I know, crazy, right?
That's also from The Office.
Is that when he says he fakes the dentist appointment from the Crentist?
No.
Michael's like, what's his name? He's like, Crentis.
Your dentist's name is Crentis? That's the best. No, it's when the surprise party, and Michael knows about it, so he's trying to get everyone to hang out, and they're all walking out. He's like, hey, Kevin, let's hang out. He's like, I have a soccer tournament. And they're all just like, the dumbest excuses. It's so funny.
That is good. All right, my honorary mention.
Okay. Can we erase this whole episode?
This is a great episode.
We're going to lose so many of our 3 listeners.
Yeah, so we made fun of homeless people. We fucking talked about
hand jobs.
So that's
I did
fun.
an accent.
No one's listening. All right, shout out, honorary mention. Blame your bitch wife. Or husband, bitch husband. But what you do is you ask me, oh, come on, we got to hang out, blah, blah, blah. You go, I would, but you kind of just like go into your partner. You go, oh, they fucking, my husband's doing this and that. And you start to imply there's marriage problems.
Right.
And you go, oh, okay, it's not that big of a deal. We'll do it some other time.
Yeah.
Because if I have marriage problems, you're not going to get mad at me for not hanging. My life's falling apart.
That's true.
So you go, oh, hey, don't worry about it. Hey. You start oversharing. They go, whoa, all right, it's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
Honorary mention.
A good one, I'm depressed. That's a good one.
No, because they could be like, all right, I feel like people are like, fuck you. No, you're not.
But everyone's depressed, right?
Yeah, that's why. They'd be like, yeah, so I'm depressed too. Well, let's hang out. That'll help.
Yeah, that's true.
And you also run into people that be like, oh, you're depressed? You should be around people.
That's true.
That's good. That was good. That was a good retort. All right, those are the segments.
Yeah.
Do you have any parting thoughts?
I don't fucking
This
know.
episode, let's just give a disclaimer. We cannot be held responsible for anything said on this episode.
Yeah.
Or previous episodes or future episodes.
Wait, real quick. I thought of this.
All right.
The disclaimer. Oh, my joke about having sex with a girl who happens to be African American.
We haven't touched on that topic. We've hit every race and sex, but black people, why not?
Let's end it all. What are you doing over there? This is let's all go on to next week. Let's just end this.
Let's just end it.
You guys are cool. Thanks for
listening. I'm starting to get followers. I don't know, a few of my videos. I think I went through a brief period where no one, like, Instagram wasn't pushing my videos, so I put out like a bunch of videos. They're doing not that great, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? But now I don't know why. Like a month later, like 4 or 5 are starting to do well. So I'm getting some followers.
Fuck yeah.
Not a lot, but it's like it's now kind of like I'm going up a little bit because you're always losing followers.
Right. Once you hit 10K.
I need to hit 10K. Guys, I need to hit 10K.
Yeah.
Send my videos to people.
I have the same amount I've had for a year, and that's okay.
We're going to get there. But follow me, Kellan Breen.
I'm Cody Lewis Comedy. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.
I'm sorry to everyone that I offended. Goodbye.